Everyone, welcome to day 26th of December LeetCode Challenge, and today's question is decode ways. In this question, you are given a string, and you need to map it to the English characters A to Z, and you need to identify the number of total permutations possible when you are doing this mapping. This input string has numbers in it. So let's look at the example, and you will get a better hold of the question. The question says you are given the input string as 12, and there are two possible ways to decode it. One is treating each character as independently, 1 comma 2, that means A comma B, or you can treat 1 2 as a whole unit, which maps to L of English alphabet letters, and therefore since these are two different these are two different mappings, the total count comes 2. Let's look at the third example. The third example is 2 to 6. One way to decode is to BBF, that is 2 to 6. The other way is to decode is at BZ, that is 2 comma 26, and the third one is VF, 22 comma 6. So these are the three possible permutations for the string 2 to 6. Also, let's look at the third example. It is an important example because 0 can't be decoded in any way as per the English character, and hence the output is 0. For 1 it's A, very simple example. There's only one possible way. So now let's look at the algorithm that I have created. So let me just start the slideshow. So let's look at all the four cases that are mentioned here. Let me just take a pen. So the first case says there is only the input string is 1. So you can only map it to a single character. This is exactly the same example that was specified in the question. Let's look at the 1 2 case. So there are two ways in which you can decode it, A comma B and 12. Again, a similar one that was specified in the question. 1 2 3, all characters can be treated independently. 1 2 3 again. So here the third character is treated independently. This is a special case where the last two characters are grouped together and one is treated separately. So 1 comma 23 becomes the third combination. Let's look at the fourth example. So here we will try to devise the algorithm as well. We will group the algorithm, the answer from, we'll acquire the answer from two parts. One is treating a new character independently, and the other part is grouping the last two characters. So let me just walk you through these derivations. So when you treat each character independently, and suppose the input string is 1 to 1 3, now 3 gets added, that means the last character will be treated independently. So here whatever the total permutations are possible from the I till the I minus 1 position, that will govern one part of the answer. So 1 1 2 and 1, that means 1 2 and 1, all the possible permutations for 1 to 1. So let's look at them first. 1 2 1 3, this is one scenario. The other one is 2 1 1, this is the other scenario. 12 comma 1 and 1 comma 21, this is the third scenario. So overall you saw that when you have treated the last character as an independent character, you can get the answer from the previous computation done at I minus 1 position. So this will contribute to the first part of the answer. Also, you need to make one note here that 0, whenever there is a 0 at the last character, you don't need to incorporate this because it will never be treated independently. There is no mapping for 0 to the English characters. So we need to slightly put a condition there that for 0 this won't be true, not true for 0th character, whenever the last character is a 0th character. Let's look at the second part of the example, second part of your computation answer. Let's group the last two characters, and when we have grouped the last two characters, we got 13 in this case. what were the possible ways to generate uh, that can be generated till I minus 2 position, that is 1 comma 2 and 12. So there were two possible ways of it, and you will add this as your answer again, provided the new number is within the range of English characters. For example, you get something like 27, so it will never be part of your answer. Now let's conclude. Total number of ways at any index would be equal to count the ways of I minus 2 at I minus 2 index plus count the ways till I minus 1 index, provided these conditions are met. Not of 0 for this one, and less than 26 for this one, and greater than 10, of course. So let's code it up. So my DP array will be of size integer s dot length, and let's handle the base case where if for the case s dot equals to 0, we return 0 as the answer. Also, let's initialize the 0th index to 1, because we are sure that it is not equal to 0, and there will be one way to decode the first index as usual, because first index can be always be decoded, because the number will be from 0 till 9. 0 we handled here, the rest of the case will be handled here. So let's start the iteration. I equals to 1, I is less than I string dot length I plus plus. Let's extract the tens character. So tens character would be equal to s dot char at I minus 1. So we are trying to form the number here using the current character and the previous character. So this takes care of the previous character, that will be at the tens place, previous character, and let's take the ones character, that will be at current place. Current character, and let's generate the number out of it. Integer number, get number would be equal to tens, let's pass tens and ones to it. Private int. Always remember to modularize the code. It gives a very good impression that you have an habit of writing modular code, although I could have written it in a single line. So I've generated a 2-digit number using these two characters, and let's write if the new number is less than 26, equal to 26, and number is greater than equal to 10. For those cases, I am targeting the second group of my algorithm. So if I is greater than equal to 2, dp of I equals to dp of I minus 2. So I'll add dp of I minus 2 to this position. Also, I need to handle one of the corner case here, that for the case when I equals to 1, what will I do? I'll simply increment it, because that is another corner case, because we need to there are two possibilities for 11, for example 11, handling this case here. And if the number is not equal to 10 and the number is not equal to 20, let's add the first case, dp of I minus 1. Also, there's one other case that I want to handle. That case would be equal to if ones is 0 and tens is not equal to 1 and tens is not equal to 2. For those cases, we'll return 0 as an answer. What will be those cases? 30. So if the string is something like this, 30 or something after that. So when you're decoding 30, 30 won't be possible, will break. Similarly, anything from 90 or 40, 60, 70 for those cases as well. Here we have generated the number, and if the number is within the boundaries of English alphabets, uh, since only for those cases when the number is greater than 10 or less than 26, we can group the last two characters. I have added the DP that was calculated at I minus 2 index to the current answer, and for the cases where the number is not equal to 10 and the number is not equal to 20, you need, because 10 and 20 can only be decomposed in one way, uh, not as independently as 1 comma 0 or 2 comma 0. Therefore I have added dp of I to, for those cases I have added a dp of I minus 1, whatever was computed at the previous computation I minus 1 index I have added to the answer. So let's just return the value of s dot length minus 1. Let's just submit it and see how it goes. Wrong answer. Think there is some wrong answer. I got 1 here instead of 0, and the input is 0 1. So what should we do? 0 1 for the cases of 0 1. Oh, we should be adding s dot char at 0 equals to 0, then we are good. Let's just try this up now. Zero. Let's submit. Fingers crossed this time. Accepted. Let's just talk about time complexity here. The time complexity would be length of s. That means number of characters present in order of n, where n are the number of characters present in my input string. And what with the space complexity? Space complexity would be equal to order of length of the string as well, because we are using the DP array of the same size. So both would be TC and SC would be the same. Thanks for watching the video, and hope I tried to make a logic understandable this time.